it would be a tad bit inappropriate because of where I am. So, I wanted to talk about something real quick though. You know what I'm saying? I might still just do a little bit. Maybe I could do a little something without drawing no big red flag because I'm somewhere. So look, what I want to talk about is me. You know, the holidays are here. 4th is here, Independence Day. Got people's in town, and it's a beautiful thing. I just got to have a wonderful lunch with my kids and my mom and all that. And so my daughter, my 30-year-old daughter, was like, yo, you a grandpa now. When you go sit down somewhere? I'm like, nah, I'm not sitting down. I said, I need more children. She said, what? You need more children? I said, yeah. I want some more kids. Now, I got 30-year-old twins, and then I got a 20-year-old. And one of the twins and the 20-year-old was there. And I said, I need some more kids. I ain't got no kids. And my daughter said, what you mean you ain't got no kids? I said, I ain't got no kids. Y'all grown. She said, we still your kids. I said, but y'all not kids though. And my niece was there. I said, this is a kid. You're a grown person. You're your own person. I don't consider you a kid. And she was like, see, that's wrong with black people. Black people, I'm like, what? She said, white people take care of their children until whenever. I said, maybe so. She's like, yeah. I said, well, me personally, once I got you up and going, once I taught you what you needed to succeed and how to generate, and you of age, of legal age, you good. And all my kids good. They got their own businesses and lives. My kids, in my sight, pretty good. So what they need me for? I'm out here helping other people's kids. So that's what we get into discussion. My daughter say, Daddy, one of the reasons you don't have as much as you should is because you always giving stuff to people that don't give to you. You always looking out people don't look out for you. I said, I know. She said, Dad, you had $300 right now. You probably give away 2 of it. I said, maybe. She said, Dad, you got to stop doing that. I said, I did. I don't do that no. She's like, yes, you do. I said, I don't give away my money no more to people who not on my side. How about that? She was like, yes, you do. I know you, Daddy. You always giving somebody some money across something. You can't help yourself. I said, look here. Now what I do, I only keep enough change on me to give away. Because, yes, I have got sucked into this giving culture. I believe what the Bible says, if you give unto others, it shall be given back unto you, shaking down, pressed down, and running over. Because my daughter's 30. She's like, nah, you got to stop giving people stuff. I said, I ain't going to do it. She's like, that's why you ain't got nothing, Daddy. I said, who ain't got nothing? She said, Daddy, I just want you to look out for you. I said, I am looking out for me by giving. Now, what I have done in my maturity is I limit my giving. What I'm saying is, because I'm that dude who get a shut off the bat, last $10 in my pocket. Now, I'm going to leave, I got $60. I'm going to leave 50 at home. So if I see you and you ask me for $10, I'm going to get the last $10 in my pocket. But you ain't getting all my money. So I ain't stopped the giving, my darling. But like she said, I do have boundaries. But you can't beat God's giving. The more you give on the others, it comes back, man. It's universal agriculture. What you sow, you shall also reap. Now, since I got y'all on this, and yeah, I'm up here doing something, I'm doing it anyway. We live. I was talking to my supervisor about how I became a parent. I said, I see children totally differently, parenting differently, because the way I was introduced was very unique to me. This is what I mean. I had twins at first when I was like 21 years old. Got twins. I didn't get one baby. I didn't know I didn't have the experience of having one child. My first go round, I got a set of twins, a boy and a girl. You know how they say you having a baby, what you having, a boy? Yep. What you having, a girl? Yep. What you what? Yeah, twins. So, my first go round, I got 2 for 1. But what made it such an interesting thing is their mother did not let me know she was pregnant until we were estranged. We dated for 2 weeks, had a big fight, and was estranged until she was 7 months pregnant. And she contacted me and let me know she was pregnant. I told her, congratulations. I don't remember. It was 7 months ago. I'm 20 years old. I don't remember last week. So she said, no, I'm pregnant with twins and they're yours. I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah, I believe it. You 7 months. I will see in a few months you pregnant with twins. Whatever. So anyway, she told me that, say on the 1st of June, say on the 1st of May, she told me she having twins in a few months. On the 14th of May, I'm using that for example, she had them. So I had a 2-week notice that I wasn't having a baby. I was having 2 babies in 2 weeks. Honestly, I think it took me 2 years to actually believe it. I would just look at them and they would, all my family was there, grandma, my mama, a lot of people was around, but I would just look at the kids like, is this for real? Like, I went from being a 20-year-old college student DJ with no kids or girlfriend to a father of 2 in 2 weeks. Wow. So anyway, that blew my supervisor head off. I'm like, yeah, so I don't know. I see children differently. And anyway, to finish up the story, I told y'all my family legacy is this. I want to change the world. How can I do that? This is what I came up with. If I have 10 children, teach them all business ethics and what they need to know to succeed, give them all $1 million on this condition, they have to have 10 children and do the same thing. So, what happens if I do that? My 10 millionaires become 100 millionaires. My 100 millionaire grandchildren, I got 100 grandchildren who are millionaires. My 100 grandchildren are gonna have 1,000 children. This all gonna be, so I'm gonna have 1,000 millionaires. My great grandchildren gonna be 1,000 deep, and all 1,000 of them are gonna be millionaires. Now think about that impact this gonna have on the earth. Now, my 10 children are millionaires. So that's 10, that's 11 of us in our family, we're millionaires. My grandchildren, that's 100. So we're 111 strong, we all millionaires. My great-grandchildren, that's 1,111 strong, we all millionaires. Now my great-great-grandchildren, let's see, that'll be 10,000. That would be 11, that would be 111,111 millionaires that bear this name, that bear this blood. 111,000 millionaires is the result if I have 10 children. Give them all $1 million and tell them the condition is they also have to have 10 children, give them all $1 million, and repeat. The result, before I leave this earth, I should have 111,000 millionaires in my bloodline. Oh, we gonna change the world. Oh, we gonna change the world. Anyway, that was the discussion I had with my daughter. She said, would you sit down, you are grandpa, you not having no more kids. How many kids you got? I said, I got 3 grown kids, I need 7 more. She said, Daddy, you 50, you can't have no more kids. I said, my goal, like the ideal situation would be like to find my new wife, and she got a couple already. She got like 3, and we had 3 more. That's 7. That's 10 total. Her 3 just get grandfathered in. It's their choice. They don't want the man, they ain't gotta take it. But I don't know nobody else's family who's the head of their family has decided to get out here and get this money. I need to make 11 million to give to my children to create a domino effect that this world will never forget. Yeah, I'm doing that. 111,000 strong. Y'all, I'm done. But I had to do that because me and my daughter's arguing. She was like, you need to be a grandpa, sit down. You 50 years old. I said, 51. I said, 51. 51. Anyway, love y'all. Have a great day.